You've tried it your way, but you're still in debt. Or maybe you're doing okay, but want to invest smarter, grow faster. MillionaireX.ai gives you real step-by-step strategies to ditch debt or stack wealth. Stop dreaming and start planning. Visit MillionaireX.ai today. I want you to be the next millionaire next door.
Finding the right real estate professional can be challenging. I'm broker Melissa Wilson. I'm knowledgeable in all aspects of the real estate process. So whether you're looking to buy new or an existing home or have a commercial need, I'm here to help.
Let's stop acting like we don't see how this game is played. If you tired of folks throwing shade with a smile and keeping you boxed in with that slick behind-the-scenes racism, it's time to upgrade your survival skills. See, Phillip Scott dropped more than just knowledge. He handed you a playbook with passive-aggressive racism in the system of white supremacy. This ain't the in-your-face kind. This is that sneaky, office space, let-me-block-your-blessings type of racism that'll have you questioning your own reality. It's time to call it what it is and arm yourself with the facts. But baby, don't stop at just peeping the system. Break those mental chains too. That's why you need 7 steps to decolonize the mind. This is about freeing yourself up top, walking in confidence, and letting the world know your mind is not for rent, lease, or layaway. It's time to reclaim your power step by step. So don't just watch, take action. Click over to Amazon.com, type in passive-aggressive racism in the system of white supremacy and 7 steps to decolonize the mind, and secure both books for yourself, your crew, and anybody ready for that mental liberation. La Sherika said it, now go do it. Invest in your freedom. Pick up both books today on Amazon.com. Trust me, your mind will thank you.
After 13 years of exposing lies in the media, I discovered the biggest lie of all. They want you to think racism is random, accidental, just bad people doing bad things. But what if I told you anti-black racism was engineered, programmed like software, marketed like a product, and designed to survive across generations? That's exactly what I prove in my new book, Us versus the Machine, How Anti-Black Racism Was Programmed, Marketed, and Made to Survive. This isn't another book about what racism looks like. This is the blueprint of how it was built, who profits from it, and most importantly, how to dismantle it. I spent years connecting dots that they never wanted connected, following money trails they thought were buried, exposing the machine that runs on our oppression. Knowledge is power, but strategic knowledge is liberation. Get Us versus the Machine on Amazon today, because once you understand the system, you can beat the system.
In H-Town, we want news that speaks truth, just like we do.
ADNC keeps me informed and him inspired.
We've been through too much to trust mainstream media. This feels like us.
From the D to the diaspora, ADNC is how I stay woke. We binge ADNC like it's Netflix, but smarter.
They speak on us, but never for us. ADNC does.
No fluff, no filters, just the truth, daily.
From Wall Street to 125th, we're watching our news.
Download the African Diaspora News Channel app today to stay connected to the culture.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining us on the stream. It is Monday, November the 3rd. We are definitely almost winding up 2025. Make sure you stay toward the end of this stream. I'm going to show y'all something we've been working on in the lab a little bit. I want to see what y'all think about it, right? So just stay tuned for that toward the end of the stream. All right, so tonight we're going to talk about Blackface once again. And we're going to have fun with that a little bit tonight, right? And as you clearly see the title, we are unbothered. We are so unbothered. Why are they doing that? Because they want a reaction so bad. Poor things. So we'll definitely get into that. But I thank you for coming in, and also I want to give all the praise definitely to the Lord first, and then also to the people that support our platform. Definitely those of you who have downloaded the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store. We greatly appreciate everybody who's been rocking with us all year on the app. And maybe if you fell off, come on back on. We love to have you back. We're going to be going into phase 2 with the app. With that, phase 2 is already kind of started. So we'll let you know when phase 2 is complete, and we're excited for phase 2 to come with the app and just new things. So stay tuned. Let me check in with y'all down here. I haven't checked in with y'all down here, and all right, I'm seeing everybody, some of the same people, and I appreciate everybody that's the faithful people that come in. There's some names I see all the time. And I appreciate y'all for coming in and being faithful to this platform. Make sure you check out all the other journalists and all of that. So you know me, I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know your time is precious. Let's go ahead on and get to it. All right. So once again, they're doing blackface. And, there were some of their women that was running around here doing blackface. And first of all, I will say to their women, like, I can speak for myself and probably maybe 43 million black people here. We know you're desperate. We know you're so desperate. You want a reaction out of us so bad. I mean, my Lord, you want a reaction so bad. You want us to crash out. You want us to cry. You want us to fight. You want us to, like the Bible say, tear our clothes. You just craving an emotional reaction from black people. And what's really messing you up, and I would even go further to say effing you up, is that black people don't care. You have been out here saying the N-word so much this year. I mean, I'm like, wow. I mean, they really saying it now. And black people as a whole, like, so? Like, and? You do blackface, black people like, okay, you the one look like Boo Boo the Fool, not us. Like, we don't care. You literally look like you got a mental health problem. Let's look at some things real. Let's look at some pictures. Because these people, we gotta almost in a way pity them. Let's look at this, okay? Let me get this up on the screen. Where we at on the screen? Yeah, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So that the one on the left, that Lily Gaddis female, Lily Gaddis. I didn't want to play her video, and I'm not playing her video. But this female was mad at me one time. Made a whole video about me on her channel, which is fine. I mean, Lily has every right to talk about me all she wants, right? But she came to, be known for saying the N-word and all these other things. I don't know why she thought that was going to get her somewhere in life. And then you look at on the right side, this woman's name is Brittany. I forgot Brittany's last name. Lord, let me see if I can go find that woman's last name. I had it pulled up. Hold on. Her name is, God, where's her name? I know it was Brittany something. Where is this woman's name? Anyway, I guess it's just not that important. Maybe I'll scroll down and see. Let me see. Hold on. I gotta find that woman's name. I don't want to not call her name out. I don't see it. Where's this woman's name? Brittany Venti. That's her name. Brittany. And on the post, it says when that EBT hit that. But here's the issue, Brittany. The one on the right named Brittany, right? Here's the issue, Brittany. The EBT is y'all's issue. It's not our issue. Now, Brittany, you talking about EBT? I got a video I'm going to be talking about tonight on the podcast, and it's all about EBT. Right? So make sure you go check out our Phillip Scott podcast tonight. Even though I'm trying to deal with, my throat getting scratchy, so I got a Ricola in my mouth right now while I'm trying to stream. But if we look at this, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, it really looks like severe mental health. Let's go there. You have to be severely mentally ill to literally film yourself like this on the internet, take pictures of this, and really think you're hurting someone by doing this. I'm like, who are you hurting? Do you look how ridiculous you're looking? Look, if you're going to try to roast us as black people, then you have to actually look like us in some way, form, or fashion. For prime example, when Drewski roasted y'all, he actually looked like a redneck. It didn't look stupid like this, right? So really, you make yourself look bad when you do this. Like, you don't make me look. Listen, let me get back on camera. Wrong one. Right one. Hold on. Right one. If you look at my skin tone, it looks nothing like what you done. So you're not accurate. It looks very lazy, number one. It shows you have no talent, number two. You don't even have a sense of humor. That's number three. You don't have no kind of sense of humor. You're not a progressive people. You understand what I'm saying? You're stuck. You're literally stuck with the same N-word, stuck calling us monkey, calling us with the names, whatever names you want to call us. The same old weirdo stuff you're doing. And really, if people look at you, you have a mental health problem. Literally, you are severely mentally ill. And we know statistically you lead in mental illness. You are the one who are the most on medication for mental illness. So, yeah, it's that, okay? So you're not bothering us by doing this. Listen, you putting that mess on your face didn't affect my sleep at all. It didn't affect what I'm putting together. It didn't affect, any dimes I'm trying to make, right? All the black people who's here now, you didn't affect them. Listen, it shows also that how irrelevant you are. Listen, we as black people aren't trying to do some weirdo thing to our face to mimic you. We aren't on here taking pictures and say, oh, look at me with jars of mayonnaise. You know why we don't do that? Lily and Brittany, you know why we don't do that? It's because we're relevant. See, Lily and Brittany, what you don't understand, we are the culture. And because we are the culture, we don't have to even bother with you. Because we have so much going on. Listen, even our stupidity will be followed. You understand? That's how relevant we are. We can make anything relevant. Any shoe relevant, any clothing relevant, any words relevant, right? We can make a person relevant. You don't have that power. Only thing you have on your side is a facade of money, right? Because the banks are going broke right now. You fumbled the bag. You had a country trillions of dollars in wealth, and now you're $37 trillion in debt. Fumbled the bag. Instead of sitting up here trying to worry about putting on some paint on your face to try to hopefully get a reaction out of us and mock us, you should be at that food bank line helping your people get some food to eat, because it was your people that ruined the country that got this problem. You understand? Maybe if black people were in charge, the smart black people in our community were in charge, this country wouldn't be like this. Matter of fact, I guarantee you it wouldn't be like this. If black folk were in charge, we wouldn't have the violence. We wouldn't have school shootings. We would have a universal child care, universal basic income. Everybody eat good. Man, if black Americans took over this country and ran it, please, this would be the best country on the planet Earth. Everywhere you go, y'all ruin it. Everywhere you go. You don't know how to get along with nobody. Everything is oppression. Everything is trying to ridicule somebody. Why would anybody want to follow your culture? Answer me this. Why does somebody want to follow your culture? That's nothing to follow. I mean, seriously. You have shown that you have descended into irrelevance. When you are so focused on every day, make America great again, that means you are irrelevant at that point because you can't do nothing forward thinking to be great. You got to keep looking back. Let's go back over here. We were better over there. That's a has-been talking. Make America great again. That means you became irrelevant. That means you failed. And you're trying to go back to your former glory. And people that are always trying to live back in the past. Oh man, I was the ish back in the 80s. And now you just a bumbling idiot. You ain't got nothing going on. Notice that people that got something going on, they always looking forward. They're not looking back. When you drive a car, the most relevant thing to you is what's forward. Now, of course, you got to glance in the back, but that's what you do. You glance because look back behind you, see somebody coming. But 95% of your vision is forward. You're looking forward. You're not driving the car looking backwards. Maybe P. Diddy was doing it on the Hypnotized video. But outside of P. Diddy, which P. Diddy's at his new jail. I don't know if you saw his pictures or whatever. But you're looking forward. Anybody that made a whole mantra, Trump and them, make America great again, means America isn't great. They don't know how to get it back great. So they say, let's return back to that time because that's when it was great. But y'all fumbled the bag when it was quote unquote great. Why would anybody want to follow you and your culture at this point? Why? And that's what burns you. Hold on, let me check something out. Give me a second, y'all. And that's what burns y'all up every day about black Americans. Those y'all can't stand. They say, man, we took everything from these people. We sabotage these people constantly. I mean, every time they try to build something, we figure out a way to mess it up, mess up their self-esteem. And it's worked for some people. Some of our self-esteem is broken, but not enough of us, right? Not enough of us. And we always figure it out. We always innovate. We always do something. And you can't steal our joy. And that really burns you up, that you can't steal our joy. And shout out to Sister Samila on AfroWire AI. I did a whole video about that. But you can't, the power of black joy. Make sure you go check that out. But you can't steal our joy. And that's one thing you just cannot understand. Like how? The food stamps was cut. How they still got joy? The food stamps was hurting our people. They still got joy even though the food stamps are cut. They got joy and 300,000 black women were laid off and they still got joy. How? How do they got this joy? We doing all this mess to them. We roughing them up too in Chicago with ICE and yet they still got joy. Well, maybe if I call them the N-word, they won't have this joy anymore. You're like, okay, we don't care about that. We laughing at you. God, man, they didn't do it. Well, let's do the blackface. Let's go on Halloween and let's go get the screen back up. Let's go do this. This'll get them. Oh, this'll make the blacks upset. Oh, they're going to fall all apart. Then Lily over here on the left made a video saying that she's not apologizing for nothing. And we didn't ask you to. Mentally ill. We didn't ask you to. We don't care. Matter of fact, you can wear that all day long. Matter of fact, go to the grocery store like that. I want both of y'all just to wear it for a good month. Let's see what the reaction going to be. Now, some people, they may have an issue with you. But shoot, some white people may have an issue with you. Because not all white people are on that now. Some white people may go upside their head a lot faster than somebody else would. Because listen, some white people starting to find out the hard way. They slowly find out the hard way about their racism. Their racism is hurting them right now. You see, that racism, see, for a long time. Listen, and I did this video on my podcast, so please go check it out. They are so desperate. They're creating AI videos, okay, of them, making of a black woman talking about she's selling food stamps. That's how desperate they are. Because they can't get us on camera saying no stupidity like that. Why would a black person say that? So they have to make AI videos. And if you go watch the podcast, you know, yeah, I made some AI videos too. But my AI videos come from the truth. But I tell you it's AI because I want you to make sure I'm not trying to confuse nobody what I do. I want to have, it's called integrity. See, I have integrity. And if I'm going to do an AI video, it's going to be for the truth. It's not going to be trying to lie on white people or any other group of people. It's not going to be a stereotype or nothing like that, especially if we're talking about some serious reporting. If that makes sense. But these people are losing it, ladies and gentlemen. These people are losing it. Yeah, Zenobia says they want to be us so bad. Of course, Zenobia. Of course, Zenobia. Haven't you figured that out? Listen, let me tell you something about what I notice as a black man. Black women can't have nothing to themselves. I've seen it. Everything you do, the white woman is on your bumper. I'm telling you, I've seen it my whole life. You can't do nothing without them trying to figure it out. Matter of fact, the black man can't even like you and be all over you and fawning over you without them getting mad and upset about it. I remember in the past I used to see that and I'm like, why are they mad? If the black man is liking a black woman, they ain't got nothing to do with them. But they will start hating on the black woman for the black man liking the black woman or making comments about the black woman. But what it is, she feels that, oh, I look better than her. And that's where a lot of that come from. But in actuality, she isn't actually conceded that she don't, because she's paying all kind of money to mimic the black woman. At one point in time, they used to mimic black women's lips. Now they paying money to get chemicals and all kind of fillers put in their lips now. They used to mimic black women's behinds. We talking about natural. We ain't talking about BBL. And now they're getting BBLs. The white man has never once asked them to put lip fillers in their mouth. The white man has never asked them to get no BBLs. The white man has never asked them to go get no braids, baby hair. The white man has never asked any of that from them. So who are they mimicking? Who are they trying to attract? Because if white men aren't asking them for that look, then who are you trying to attract to that point? If you see, I mean, even black men see that. Like, okay, if you literally fixing yourself to look like a black girl, that's why black men know what you want. What black men to say? I can look at her sneakers and tell who she dating. You understand what I'm saying? They let you know you have accepted that you're not the main character no more. And the only way you try to become the main character is through racism. And if you're leaning on racism, you done lost the plot already. You lost. Because now you're going to expose yourself. See, that's the main issue they have with us as black people. We don't have none of the money or the power, but yet we are the supreme main character. And matter of fact, it's not just them. There's a lot of people that don't like us for that reason. Not that we try. It's just, as The Rock would say, you know, we are the most electrifying people. That's what it is. We draw people. We attract people. Look, people get so upset if we try to say we're going to go by ourselves over here, y'all be over there, we're going to be over here. What other group do you know that people get so bothered about that? White folks will go to talking about have a white town. Everybody like, okay, cool. Have fun at that white town. Nobody trying to go over there with them. But let us somehow, we're going to go to a black town over here and say, hey, it's only for black Americans. We over here. We don't hate nobody. We just going to kind of figure some things out with us, right? How would they react? Hold on. It's a video I made. I didn't show y'all. Let me see if I can get this video. Give me a second. Hold on. Let me see if I can download this video. I just haven't played it yet. Where's the video? Give me a second.
Dear white American.
Hold on. All right. Let me download this video. I'll show y'all real quick. You know, it's like they don't understand. So sometimes you got to create internet videos or AI videos or whatever. I just didn't have it loaded up. So just give me a second. I just be thinking on the fly. That's a good wonderful thing about live streams, right? You can just think on the fly.
Dear white Americans, the message today is about space.
Let me stop it. I want you to hear it in its entirety. Now, of course, this also is all AI generated. Cause see, when I do AI, I'm gonna tell you I'm doing AI. I don't want to do AI and you don't know, right? Don't that look so like a real thing? Okay, all right. So this is a message from the Black community, okay, to the folks, okay. This is a great message, and it gives you an insight into what is going on with Black America. It's not that long. It's just a few minutes. Hold on.
Dear white Americans, the message today is about space and healing. The Black community needs time and room to focus on rebuilding, strengthening, and healing from generations of trauma. This isn't about debate or division. It's about restoration, peace, and growth.
See, that's it. That's all. You know, we not trying to have debates. We're not trying to be about division. We just want to have some peace, and it's all about some growth. Okay, so we must do our own thing, and not only them, but other groups get upset with Black Americans when we say, "Hey, y'all do your own thing." You know, we gave you the playbook. We showed you how to protest. We showed you how to boycott. Y'all got it. We're gonna just stay in the house and stay out the way because we already know what the play is. So y'all do it. Do what y'all gonna do. We're gonna pray for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And what do they say? Well, you know, the No Kings protest. Where's the Black Americans? Where are they? They're not here. I mean, what Bill Maher said. Nobody can find them. Where were they? So what my thing is, Bill Maher and all you other white people, why are you worried where the Black Americans are? You're there, right? Make a change. When they talk about boycotting, they say, well, we're going to boycott from this day to this day. And that'll show them. Corporations laughing at you. Like, okay, all right. So you're going to be mad for a week? And then you're going to give me all your money? Okay, that's cool. I can survive a week. You know, the Montgomery bus boycott was over a year. But see, the issue with y'all folks, you never want to be uncomfortable. In order for fight for justice, you got to be uncomfortable. You got to make some changes. And you don't want to do that. And the government knows you very well that you don't like to be uncomfortable, right? So you want us to get outside and get beat up and bruised and take the lead on boycotts and take the lead on whatever so you can put our face up there. Remember, even in L.A., the Latinos was out there like, hey, Black people, why you not out here? I mean, you should be out here like, yeah, so we can go out there and ICE go attack us? Hell no. We're not getting beat, shot, going to jail for what? And I love this for Black America. I love this. I love it. Black Americans are minding our own business. You notice how we're getting way more things done now because of this? We're getting so much more done. We're focusing on our community for a change. Oh, the Malcolm Tanner guy? Yeah, I heard about that. I heard just some things with it. I don't know fully everything, but the part I heard that he wanted to go to some county here in Texas, and it gets a lot of money from oil, and it's hardly nobody there, and he wanted to bring a bunch of Black people there and like become the mayor, and have access to all this money or whatever, and the attorney general, Ken Paxton, because, you know, Texas has a lot of places and a lot of land, a lot of counties that's not really inhabited. I'm telling you, Texas has so much land. And Texas has the most black people in a single state than any other state. Just want you to know that. Texas does. There's so much land. If you want to make a whole town, Texas got it, bro. Texas got the land. Now, David Johnson down here says, and shout out to David. Let me give David a shout out for that. David with the love offering says, crazy how everything happening to them folks, from losing jobs, being portrayed by Trump, and getting their welfare canceled, they're still focusing and obsessed with us. Is that obsession is real? Yeah, hey, let them do it. Let them do it. I told y'all, and it's crazy. Those of you who remember, did I not tell you? And man, it's crazy. It's like it just came to me like that. I said, by the time Trump get out of office, them folks not gonna know if they coming or going. They are gonna lose it. They're gonna come crying to black people, talking about how did you do it to survive? And black people is going to be okay, and we even going to thrive in the chaos. And they gonna freak out about that. How is they are thriving in the chaos? How? What are they doing? They got to tell me what they're doing. I don't understand how this is going crazy. Look, all the black people that didn't get their SNAP, they'll be okay. I promise you they'll be okay. Matter of fact, the black people that didn't get their SNAP, they gonna figure it out, and they're gonna be like, man, I'm glad that happened, because I would have never got off of this stuff, man, if I didn't figure this thing out. Watch. That's what's going to happen with black folk, because I know my people. If you put black folks in a corner, we getting out of it every time. We're not going to just fall over and die. We're not going to just give up. That's not who we are as a people. SNAP has been a crutch for some of our people. And yes, you have the working poor who get SNAP. But I promise you, even the working poor who get SNAP in our community, they going to figure it out. I promise you they going to figure it out. They are going to figure this thing out, because we are people who survive and we thrive. I promise you that. If God feeds the birds of the air, how much more you? And God don't need no SNAP to give a black person a morsel of food. And I'm going to say this much to the black people who may lose their SNAP. The Lord may allow you to lose SNAP because he got something way better for you than SNAP. And it was going to take you to lose SNAP to get in position to receive that blessing that's going to be 3 times better than that SNAP could have ever been to you. Let me tell you something. Every time I've had some sort of loss a job, loss of something, I have seen my whole life that the Lord has provided something better every single time. Every time. It's never like I lost something and it just went to worse to worse to worse. As long as you live in upright and righteous, right? Being a good man or woman of good stature and character before the Lord, God gonna take care of you. He gonna take care of your children. Now, you may have to rearrange some things, but sometimes even rearranging some things may be a blessing for you too. Because if you wouldn't have lost the SNAP, you would have not have rearranged some things to put you in position to receive the blessing that the Lord had for you the whole time. Some things that you lose is a blessing to you because you're about to gain something on the backside. Now, Black Trini Girl says there's no SNAP in Trinidad. Say we grew our own food, grew our own fruits and vegetables here in the U.S. now. Yeah, it's a lot of brothers and sisters in the Caribbean and the African continent don't have no SNAP, and I don't see nobody walking around with skin and bones. I haven't been to Trinidad, but definitely the countries I've been to, nobody was starving. Nobody needed Sally Struthers. Restaurants were full with people. People selling fruits on the streets. People was at the grocery stores. Every time I went to the grocery store, they had people in it. It's not like the grocery store was full of food and everything was falling apart, and everybody like, oh my God, I'm hungry and I can't eat anything. I never seen it. I never seen it. So God will take care of you. They got people in other countries who don't even make what we make at all, and they eat every day. You know what I'm saying? So, the SNAP program, hold on, David said, so you're right, feel entitlement made them weak, but struggle made us resilient and strong. All praise to the Most High. Yeah. It like I said, it takes pressure to like say coal, it takes pressure on coal to make diamonds. If you never put pressure on coal, it'll never produce a diamond. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta be refined. And our people, unfortunately, haven't had a lot of pressure. This government giving us certain things, even though it can be considered maybe a help, but when it becomes a crutch or you become generational on government assistance, that's not a help. That's a lifestyle at that point. It shouldn't be where the mama's on Section 8, the daughter's on Section 8, then the next daughter's on Section 8. No, the government assistance shouldn't be generational. It shouldn't. We got to figure this thing out like we always figure things out. Now, them folks gonna crash out because they used to those handouts. They've been getting handouts way before black folk. When they came up with the FHA loan and all the military benefits, black soldiers wasn't getting anything. They've been getting stuff for a long time. And those geniuses would have had universal health care if it had been up to Truman, but because they didn't want black folks to get it, once again, that's sick mentally ill mentality, part demonic too. You so hateful that you don't want universal health care because black people gonna get it. And that's why you're in the food line right now, is because you voted for politicians. You was at rallies screaming for politicians who don't even like you. Because one thing about European history is that the rich and elite white people cannot stand poor whites. They can't stand them. And you went to elite white people. Elon Musk is elite white Afrikaner, apartheid Afrikaner, right? You cheering for him as a poor person. He don't like y'all. You think, oh, he says what he says about the blacks. Man, who cares? He don't like y'all. Donald Trump don't like y'all. Man, I was hearing about all kind of contractors that work with Trump. And you know what Trump would do to people? They'd be like, oh man, I'm building a building for Donald Trump. I'm doing something for Donald Trump. Donald Trump wouldn't even be paying them people. They would have to sue Donald Trump to get the money. Then his lawyers get involved. And then they all like, it's one story I heard about this one contractor with Trump. And this wasn't no big, huge corporation. It was like a small contractor. Okay, Trump said, yeah, it's a $3 million job. Like, oh man, oh my God, this is a great job here, man. He do the whole job. He said, hey, Trump, I need my $3 million, bruh. Like, what's up? And it's to another white man. Okay, not nobody else. Trump not paying the man. The man have to, say, hey, Trump, hey, I got people to pay, bruh. And then he has to sue him. His lawyers say, well, we're going to pay you $1.6 million. That's all we paying. That's it. And after this dude got all taxed out legally, because he didn't have the money to fight with Trump, he had to accept the $1.6 million. And they say the dude had to put the money in his account, had to pay everybody and everything. Then the dude decided to, unalive himself afterwards. That's to another white guy. None of these billionaires like white people either. And you white voters, you vote for people that don't like you. They don't care about your tax dollars at all either, right? and you go cheer for them to hurt you, because as long as they can put a black face on it, you will run to harm yourself. And you know what? You get everything you deserve because of that. They had a sister on TikTok talking about she working at the food bank line, and a dude pull up full of Trump stickers and all of that mess. So how are you in the food bank line with Trump stickers? Because you voted for it. You said it because he said he was going to cut food stamps. You said all that mess. One thing about Trump, he ain't doing nothing he didn't say he wasn't going to do. He, for the most part, what he said he's doing. And they voted because they want to hurt black people. So can we really feel bad for you when you voted to hurt black people? And you know, I'm not the biggest champion of immigration, but also you voted because of the immigration thing too. And here's the thing about the immigration thing. They wasn't taking resources from you. They were taking resources from us. They're putting them in black cities where black people are at, putting them in black neighborhoods. They wasn't putting the immigrants in the white neighborhoods. And a few times they did, y'all raised so much hell and they got them out. But they kept dropping them off in the black communities. So the Democrats wasn't even doing that to y'all. And you still went out there and talking about, yeah, immigration. I don't want them people here. Yeah, cut this, cut that. Look what they doing. Da, 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 da. And now you in the food bank line. More y'all in the food bank line than black folk. Yes, some of us are there, but it's way more y'all. See, y'all, it's just getting started too. Y'all about to get all, you know, like the scriptures teach, seed time and harvest time. And y'all sowed a lot of seeds. And you are reaping a bountiful harvest. And it's just getting started, baby. Oh, it's just getting started. It's a lot you're going to have to deal with. It's not because I'm wishing it on you. This is what you work for. This is what you work for. There's no way in my mind when I operate, or most black Americans operate, we don't operate and say, you know what, let me go vote to harm another group of people, for them to lose food, for them to lose some housing assistance, for them to lose some child care. I'm going to go vote to do that to another group of people. We have never voted to go harm another group of people. But you get up out your house to go vote in an election to harm another group of people, a fellow American. Why did you think it was never going to circle back to you? But some of you say, you know, your boy Charlie Kirk and all them, talking about a high IQ and all that, right? That's not a high IQ to me, that I'm going to vote to harm somebody else, but I'm harming myself. I'm harming my children. Look at your children. You're harming your children because you want to harm a black man or a black woman or black children. That's some crazy work right there. That's wild. That's wild, folks. That's wild. That's wild. That's wild. Oh, that's so wild. I can't even fathom that I'm going to get out of my house and go vote in an election so I could harm another American. And let's think about it. It doesn't bother me if somebody gets snapped. What they got to do with me? It don't personally bother me at all if somebody gets Section 8. It don't affect me whatsoever. So why I'm so hateful that I want to take food out of somebody's mouth, want to get somebody put out on the street, don't want people to have universal health care, right? I don't want somebody else to have all that. I don't even know. It don't even affect me in my life. Yeah. Let me get up and go vote because I want to hurt people that I don't even know. That's beyond weird. That is weirdo behavior. And you wonder why people are over y'all and people are really tired of you. They know they can never depend on you for anything. That's why black folks say, yeah, we cool. We ain't with all that allying with people. It sound good. But in the end, these people don't want to really do anything. They just want us to go fight enough for them to get them comfortable. And then they'll sell us right back down the river. That's why everybody wants these minority coalitions again. And the white women and all this other stuff want a coalition because they're not comfortable right now. You're not comfortable. And you know what? That's how I feel about it. And black folks, listen to me. If we not comfortable, America shouldn't be comfortable. If we're comfortable, then America should be comfortable. That's bottom line. So we're going to suffer together as Americans. And if we're going to be good, then we all going to be good together as Americans. So Democrats, because I know you're listening, if you want the suffering to end, Democrats, you know what to do. I ain't got to tell you. I don't have to preach a sermon. I don't need to repeat it. Democrats, you know what to do to get the black vote. You know. And if you choose not to, don't worry about it. We'll all continue to suffer together. I'm all for that. Collective suffering. I mean, hey, let's collectively suffer. No problem. No, we're not going to sit up here and go vote, put people in office and everybody else is good and we suffering. Hell no. We all suffering together as a nation. I ain't got to say it, Eric. I don't have to say, listen, they don't have to call it reparations at all. If they want to call it another name, they can call it another name. If reparations is such a dirty word to them, okay, no problem. You can call it whatever program you want. Long as the objective is the same. I don't care. I don't care what you call it. Democrats, you want to be back in office? You know what to do. Like I said, I ain't gonna keep preaching the same sermon. I'm gonna say y'all know what to do. Y'all having commissions and all of that mess. Okay, cool. Y'all know what to do. Don't play in our face. You just know what to do to get the black vote. I promise you, if you do what I'm telling you, you'll run the whole country. I'm telling you, you'll run it. Republicans will never run it. Until you black folks out there that's talking about, oh, well, you know, y'all fighting for reparations, but it's not time for that. Look, if not now, then when? I'm tired of hearing it, not today, we can do it another time. No. You fight now. If that's the case, why you didn't tell the civil rights generation, well, you know, it's not time to talk about civil rights. It's not time to talk about voting rights. It's not time to be talking about the Klan, you know, doing what they were doing to us. It's not time to talk about church bombings, you know, in the black community. We got other things to fight about. No. You fight what you got to fight. And if others got to suffer, then they got to suffer. Listen, with the CARES Act during the pandemic, they put out $4 trillion. No study, no nothing. When they did the CARES Act like it wasn't nothing, then clearly they can do reparations. And shout out to Judge Mathis. He said that one of the best ways they can do reparations, say cut that military budget in half that they have, and they can start reparations that way. He said for about 20 years. But they're so dedicated to killing, they wouldn't even think of it. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with no beans and rice. I grew up on beans and rice, baby. I do what I got to do. As long as my belly's full and my kids are good, it is what it is. Shoot, man, we black people, we know how to make beans and rice. All 1,000 different ways. And it be good every time. Yeah, look, Black Trini girl, listen. We ain't got no issues, Black Trini girl. Look, they got some brothers and sisters that's over here from the diaspora that's down. And we down with y'all. Ain't no problem. It's just the people that just get off code that we gotta make sure to get them right. Just like if I went to Trinidad and I was off code, the Trinidadians would get me right. Like, hey man, you can't come over here doing that, bro. You gotta straighten up. They'll get me right. The one thing I know about them other countries, the black countries, you can't go over there doing some of that BS. So no, I love black people globally. Okay, I love black people that's here. Long as you're doing what's right, man, I'm your brother. You my sister. Man, we good. We ain't on any of that. But if somebody off code, we got to go ahead on and deal with that. So like we got to deal with a black American that's off code. We can't deal. We're dealing with too many issues and problems to deal with off code behavior. Now, you say you think Trump is beating the war drums with Nigeria because most FBAs are Nigerian, Yoruba, and lineage. No, he wants the oil. He wants the oil because the refinery Dangote, he's almost to the point where he's getting close to producing 1 million barrels of oil a day, refining it. And yeah. Because see what they used to do with their oil was send it to the United States, and they would refine it and sell it back to them for triple the price. Well, Dangote over there in Nigeria was like, I ain't doing all that. I'm building a refinery right here. We're refining our own oil. So Nigeria was refining their own oil and selling it to different countries. And so the United States been cut out. So Russia been getting the oil, China been getting the oil, everybody been getting the oil. And so because of their policies, right? Or whatever, nobody's messing with white folks like that. The Africans want to mess with the Chinese and the Russians for the most part. They don't want to mess with the traditional Western world. So that's what a lot of that is. He don't care about he's talking about Christians being killed. He don't care about Christians. He don't care about black Christians in America because he cut their snap. If he really cared about black Christians, he'd give them their snap. What about the black Christians that you kill their children? We had a meeting today. I told a Nigerian journalist, I'm like, look, if it were me, if I was y'all, I'd be going in on Trump every day if I was a Nigerian right now. But you got Nigerians that's celebrating this. And I'm like, look, let me say my piece on that publicly. If you are a Nigerian and you're celebrating another country or say, yeah, they should come in here and do that, you are an idiot. So basically, the white man got to go in your country and take care of your issues and problems. You can't do it as Nigerians. You know, every time the white man come in your country, it never works out good for y'all. I mean, come on, pick up a book. You got ChatGPT now. You got the internet. It never works out for any African country when you let the white man come in. It's always going to be some BS and colonization, theft of resources, and the killing and violating of women, children, boys, and girls when they come in. Why would you even be agreed? Look at Iraq. Look at any place they've been. They have never been good everywhere they go. Why would you as a Nigerian be even want to celebrate that? Get on your government to deal with your issues. Find out where the weapons really coming from. Nigeria does not manufacture no weapons. So where Boko Haram getting the weapons from? Where they getting it from? Why Nigeria isn't monitoring their airspace? Why they aren't like doing patrols? Why they aren't just arresting them? Say, hey, you Boko Haram, I'm getting at you. Period. I got a deep dark jail for you. And if you did something worse, capital punishment. Y'all not gonna operate. You're a terror group. You in it, you gone. I don't want to hear it. Nigeria has an air force. Why you can't go bomb the hell out of them? Y'all got stuff over there? Come on now. The president in Nigeria, he stole the election. Look, I believe he stole it. In my opinion, he stole it. Because the guy that everybody really excited about, where this guy come from? When I seen Stacey Abrams over there, I'm like, okay. Okay. But like I said, that's a stream of a different deal there. But y'all, let me by itself. It's not just, You type something in, it does it all on its own. With AI, you have to guide it. So every bit of any AI creation, if I'm the human being behind it. So even though the AI can create it, right? So whether it's the beats per minute, the style, the tempo, all of that. So the human's behind it. So don't think that when people say, oh, AI this, AI that. No, AI does not do things on its own. No matter if you got a bad intent, good intent. So, we working. I didn't mind kind of sharing that with y'all because I made sure my stuff got copyrighted, okay? So I'm taking care of my business. I'm not going to just create music and just put it out there and don't do all the proper stuff with the government and stuff like that. So I got about 6 more, I think 4 more tracks to work on, and it'll be completed, So I got one song. Oh man, if you was getting married, you'll love it. I promise you. But yeah, little projects I'm working on, y'all. Yeah. What'd you say about getting that hour back? I guess. I guess. I don't know. I like daylight savings time, be honest with you. And the reason why I like daylight savings time, I just like having an extra hour in the day. I don't like it getting dark so quick, be honest with y'all. But anyway. You say that married song, you gotta wait for the album to come out. I ain't putting everything out right now. I'll give y'all a little snippet what we working on. So yeah. But so get back to the R&B music, man. For all that hip hop, all that nastiness. Nothing wrong with hip hop. Don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with hip hop. I love hip hop, but I just believe there's a big hole for R&B, and it's not talking about what you listen to is what you gonna enact. You know what I'm saying? So you feeding yourself, sexual music constantly, nastiness, violence. Well, eventually you may act that out. But if you sitting up there listening to love music constantly, you're gonna want to be doing, you want to fall in love. You're gonna want to get with somebody, get married. Listen, when you have more love music, you have more relationships, you have more marriages. When you start listening to all this trash about, women to basically acting like some straight up 304s in their music, that's when you start having more of that issue too, because you're ingesting that constantly. You know what I'm saying? So that's ingesting love music again. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and go. And thank y'all for listening. And I'm glad y'all gave me some feedback on this little snippet.